Step with Darren and we'll see what we found.
Okay.
351 and 351.
This her right here?
This is it. Everything on this table belongs to you.
Wow.
What I'm going to do is start at the top of this list, and I'll work my way down. Tell you a little bit about each item. If you have a question about anything, stop me. Be more happy to answer anything I can. And let's see. Start with, we got a master kit. Basically, what a master kit is, it comes with all the clutches, all the steels, all the internal, external seals, gaskets, everything. You put it back together with. Some background information here. To start with, where a clutch is. This is a clutch. You have a metal backing plate. You have a fiber material bonded to each side of that. That's much like clutching a manual transmission, or even brake pads on your car. These items right here we'll refer to as steels. They don't have any lining on them, but they go in between the clutches and basically apply an area for the clutch to apply to, and also act as a bit of a heat sink to try to get some of the heat away from the clutch itself. What's happened here is the clutch is actually burnt, and when that burns, that spins on top of this steel and it discolors it and creates these hot spots. So clutches and steels need to be replaced. You basically had that throughout the whole transmission.
The clutches and the steels need to be replaced?
All the clutches and steels need to be replaced.
How many of those are there?
You have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got about 5, 6 sets in here, I think. But a master kit comes with all those. So you're going to be completely having all those replaced with it. The other thing's a filter. Kind of self-explanatory. Much like a filter on your That's the piece right there. We're going to want to replace that because of all of our contamination that we've got floating around in here. Other item is going to be a band. The band is basically the same principle as a clutch. Metal backing plate material bonded to it. Want to replace this because of the metal and everything we've had circulating around through here gets impregnated and embedded into that lining of that band. This band in turn goes around a drum and it locks around this drum right here, which is your direct drum, and that can damage that drum when that material gets on the inside of that. So the drum don't look to me like it's been damaged, but we want to replace this. As we replace these and all the ones we do, they're called shifted bands. They get a lot of work. The other item we got right here is a thrust washer kit. Basically what that is all these washers here. The transmission has a series of these that fit throughout. You either have washers or you have bearings that fit in between the what we call hard parts, the drums and planetaries and such as that. Keeps them from making contact with one another and creating metal. So we want to replace that. That's the thrust washer kit. The other thing is the case bushing. Way in the very bottom of the transmission here, you have 2 bushings that fit in the very back end.
Okay.
Those bushings have a lot of wear in them back here. They're created because there's not really anything supports the back end back there. So we want to replace those 2 bushings there. The case looks fine. Don't see anything wrong there.
Okay.
The other thing we got right here is a solenoid pack. Did you see the pan on this, by the way?
No, I haven't seen anything.
That's the metal and everything. This is a magnet. Now, the magnet's going to capture some metal. It's going to. That's what it's there for. But this, you have an extraordinary amount of metal on that magnet all the way around. In all honesty, I really expected to find more damage in the transmission than what I actually have found.
It's like shredded metal or something?
Right. That's
wow.
just basically just metal. And it's all the way around that. I mean, it's just, goes right there to it. You have all around and through here is the sections of metal too. And some of the areas that I've seen damage in the transmission didn't really seem like we had that type of metal coming from, but I'll get to that in a second. So the solenoid pack itself is this piece right here. We want to replace that because the transmission is computer controlled. And the way that the computer communicates with the transmission is through this solenoid pack.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Okay, well, we want to replace that because of all this contamination metal we got running through there. The other thing we got is an updated spiral snap ring that goes in the overdrive drum. Now, this is a common problem that I see with these transmissions. Just about, I'd say